Good morning, family. This is Ricky, and welcome to Hope for Today. It's the 6th of May. Can y'all believe that? Can I get a Cinco de Mayo witness up in here? It was yesterday. But anyways, we give God praise for a brand new Monday. And you know how we roll on Monday. Hope for Today. Get up out your bed, bend the knee, and thank God for another day. Today, we're going to act like a thing is so, even though it ain't so, in order that it might be so, because God said so. I want to have another theme week, and this week I want to talk about God and our work. I want to talk about your work and your God. I think one of the most incumbent things that a Christian can do is to have a robust theology of work, to know what God's vision is for us surrounding the things we do with our 9 to 5, or with the role that we have as a homemaker, or a watcher of children, an owner of a business, or a teacher at a school, or you know what, you're just showing up faithfully at a church and serving, or we all have work. So I want to talk about what God's vision is for this thing. One stat says that between the ages of 25 and 65, you and I will work a total of 96,000 hours. That's 4,000 days. That's 11 years. Imagine whatever job you have now, whatever role you work now, imagine not leaving it morning, noon, or night for 11 years. And my point is this: if you don't think Jesus wants to do something with all that time, you are crazy. So let's talk about what it means to have a great biblical framework for how we show up and work. Who knows? It may be the difference between hating the job we have now and turning into loving it, because we see what God's eye on it is. So we're talking about all things work. First things first comes from Genesis chapter 1, verse 28. Bible says, and God blessed them, and God said to them, be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth and subdue it and have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the birds of the heavens and over every living thing that moves on the earth. I think the first thing I want to teach us about work and God is that we were created for work. We were created for work. Part of what it means to be an image bearer of God is to understand that God is a God who works, so we must be creation that works. God don't sit still. God makes stuff happen, right? Like God makes mountains and galaxies and baboons. Like God ain't sitting still. Like God is making stuff, and he's doing stuff, and he's cultivating stuff. So if we're going to reflect his image, we're going to work. Our design is fulfilled when we are making things happen. And when we're not making things happen, when we're not working, it is not good. There's a movie called WALL-E, an old Pixar movie. It's about this robot who has to throw out trash in this polluted out, deserted, futuristic, dystopian Earth. All the humans are far away on this space station, been up there for decades. Well, WALL-E gets tripped up and makes it to the space station with all of the humans, all of whom are just in this carefree, work-free utopia, right? Like all they do is they move around on these little automated chairs. They sip milkshakes all day. They're all morbidly obese. They're like fat because they don't move. When they do move, they can barely walk. And the whole idea is this: when there's nothing to do, it is the dehumanizing thing. God says when you have nothing to do, when you do nothing, it's not your design. It is a dehumanizing thing. The idea is that we were created for our work. I guess my point is this: I want to encourage us that even if we're at a job or in a role that we don't like today, we can be safe assured that we are pleasing God, because it is part of his creative design for you and I to be working. Let me leave you with this: God is not a couch potato God, and so we don't get to be couch potato people. Let's ask God to be a part of our work life today. That's where it starts. And that's hope for today. I'll see you next time.